All alone again. I'm all alone again. Hey beautiful, welcome back to the channel. I'm Drew, one part of Drew and Chris, the couple that does makeup together. Today I'm flying solo again. This is my solo series that I decided to call Procure or Detour. What do you guys think of the name of that? I kind of was trying to think of a unique name to name this series, but I think I like it. I think it kind of fits. So today we're kind of just going to hop into it. Oh yeah, let's address the freaking elephant in the room. My makeup looks rough because I just filmed a first impressions video of all new products that I have never tried before. The eyeshadow's the worst. Like, I had to take a paper towel and dab off. It was the e.l.f. eyeglass, little spoiler for the video. The e.l.f. eyeglass, I literally had to dab it off because it was disgusting. And I tried to put a shimmer from the Norvina Volume 1 palette on there. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it too much for you. That video should be up after this one. But yeah. So if my makeup looks freaking weird, that's why. My bronzer up here, it's like having a moment. But we're going to push through because that's what we do, honey. Okay. Also, if you hear any weird noises, I have my little, I have a little reflector down there, but this time I'm going to try to keep my phone here so I'm not like this the whole time as well. But let's jump on in and talk about some new releases for this week. I'm literally having ones pop up as I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, also let's move over a little bit so we can give the news a moment. Have its own little moment. Can you see the little... Yeah. I was like, can you see the light? Can you see that light? Look at my fucking crazy hair. It's like the little loop. We love that. Let's begin. Let's get over here. Be right here. Be good. Alright, let's go to my little saved. I have a little folder in here with all my releases. So I'm going to try to categorize this as well as I can if a brand has multiple releases. So I'll start off with kind of maybe the bigger brands and then work my way down. And then, yeah, we're just kind of rolling with it, you know, kind of rolling with that. So the first thing, I keep seeing my eyeshadow in the view or the monitor. Whoa. So the first one is a little surprising because it's the ABH Volume 2 palette. But if you notice, there's another one there because out of nowhere, less than a week before the release of Volume 2, which is the one on the right, so the one that's kind of more blues, less than a week later, they revealed another one, the Volume 3, which is the one that's orange and green and all those other colors. That in itself is insane to me that they're releasing two $60 palettes on the same day within a month of releasing Volume 1, which itself was $60. It's crazy. I mean, I know I've heard that Norvina and ABH have a lot of investors now, so they're kind of making them release things quicker and quicker and more and more. And as a makeup consumer, it's kind of nuts, you know, trying to buy these palettes. To be honest, I mean, we have Volume 1. Chris purchased that. That one, to be quite honest with you, which I always will be, none of these palettes have called to me personally. The blue one, the one with the blue packaging, is Volume 2. To me, they're both just kind of hodgepodgey. There isn't a lot of depth. To me, especially in Volume 3, it's very... I feel like it's just not enough depth, you know? Not interested in these, to be honest. The Volume 3, I think, is a Sephora exclusive. I'm not sure about the second one, and as of this video, they're available for purchase. So yeah, they're $60. Yeah. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Kylie Cosmetics Balmain. collaboration. It's like a fashion house, high fashion. I think they're based out of Paris. Yep, Paris. She's releasing a palette with them, and also it looks like a lip kit. Yeah, and lip gloss lip kit. The palette is a little little shimmer heavy for me. It's not the worst color story I've ever seen, to be honest. It looks like some, greens, navy blues, a couple neutrals, and then a couple pinks. It's definitely not the worst color story I've ever seen. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it. Next thing, which is already available, is the Pretty Fresh line, I guess, from Colourpop. They have so many lines, I can't even keep track, to be honest. This is a tinted moisturizer, a hyaluronic acid primer, and a hyaluronic acid setting mist. I'm pretty interested in this, actually. I've been on the hunt for a hydrating foundation / moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. I tried the Makeup Revolution hydrating foundation, didn't like it very much. This is intriguing to me. I probably will end up picking this up at some point. I definitely want to try the setting spray as well. I'm not super interested in the primer, but I probably would try that as well. I like that. I think this is a smart release for them. They do have a foundation already. Oh, there's also a setting, a sponge. I think this is a really smartly release for them. Like I said, they do have their foundation already. It's a nice addition. I really thought this would have been a part of their maybe skincare line, because they do have a Fourth Ray, I think the name of it is. I think Pretty Fresh is just the name of the line. I don't think it's like a new line. It says Colourpop on it. But I like this. I'm interested in this. I like that there's more like kind of hydrating foundations and stuff like that these days. I like that a lot. Next thing we're going to talk about, a couple things, is from Juvia's place. The first one hasn't been fully revealed yet. It's going to be a new eyeshadow palette. It's the Wahala, which is translation drama. It's a black and white picture. The packaging on the outside, I love it. I love their packaging. This one looks super cool. It's kind of looks like a witch doctor mask, which I think is so cool. So cool. I can't wait to see the inside of it. It's going to be released, I think, sometime in October, so maybe in a couple weeks we'll see more from that. The next thing from them is more foundation. It's a foundation stick called the Shade Sticks. It's a creamy, easily blendable, hydrating formula. They can be used for contour, concealing, highlighting, and perfecting. So this will be a creamy, natural finish. Also interested in this. I've been wanting to... Hi, buddy! I've been wanting to try the Milk Makeup the Blur stick foundation. And this seems like kind of a cheaper alternative. I feel like that one is more... It's not as... This one seems like it's going to be more creamy... hydrating, and then the Milk one is just more of like a medium coverage, like dry, but it's only $16, so I'm pretty intrigued. The one by Milk I think is like $34 or $35. I'm intrigued by this for sure. The packaging again is freaking stunning. I love it. Definitely gonna be picking this up. It's available October 5th online at Juvias, and it says and at Ulta Beauty stores, so we'll see if that is released altogether, and I can't wait to try it. Next thing is from Makeup Revolution. It's 2 new palettes, Forever Flawless eyeshadow palettes. One is Allure, which is a soft pink berry neutrals. It's the top one, and then Utopia, which is rich blues, purple, pink, burnt orange. Oddly enough, I kind of like these. I haven't been really liking these kind of Forever Flawless palettes because the first 2 were kind of like Jeffree Star dupes. There's like a blue one and a red one. These ones are kind of cute. I don't know. I really like these. For some reason, I kind of like the top one. It kind of reminds me of the color story from that Huda Beauty palette. I'll put a picture of that one up too. Can't remember the name of it, but I feel like these 2 look pretty similar. This one here, I don't know if it's supposed to be a dupe for something. But the color story is interesting. It's a little hodgepodgey. It's like, looks like a dark teal, pink, purple, blue, oranges. It's kind of like all over the place. I kind of don't hate it though. I don't know. They're $15, coming soon to Makeup Revolution. I like these though. I think they're. I like the outer packaging of these too. It's really cute. I dig it. I don't think I'll buy them, but I like them. Next release is something I'm like really disappointed in. Actually, it's kind of heartbreaking. It's the Holiday Collection by Pat McGrath. It looks like it's. I can't tell if it's 2 quads, which are all shimmers, and then 4 nude lipsticks. And her pricing has increased so much, it's nuts. The quad shimmers are $65. I bought Chris last year a 6-pan eyeshadow palette from her holiday collection last year. It was $55. And the lipsticks are $40 each. Like, they did not used to be $40 each. This also released is just so I'm not a fan of it. It's so boring to me. I don't know. I liked her Holly release last year a lot. This one isn't it. It's not it, sis. Okay. Next thing we're going to get into is from Essence. My reflector. The next release we're getting into is Essence. They're sold at Ulta. That's the only, and I guess they're sold at kind of grocery stores too. But they're coming out with a elements. God, this whole makeup look. I'm sorry, I keep bringing it up. Essence is coming out with new Elements eyeshadow palettes. So there's one for Earth, Air, Water, and Fire. I mean, that says it. I feel like the water one, I kind of like that, like bluish, like grungy color story, but there are it looks like a lot of shimmers. And I'm not super big on shimmers. Yeah, I don't know about these. The Air one is the bottom left. It's all pastels. Like when those are on the eyes, I feel like they're all gonna look the same. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I like the concept, but I don't think it was, executed to perfection. Okay. Next thing we're going to talk about is a palette we talked about the last time we did makeup releases. And it is from Menagerie Cosmetics. Blanked. And it's the Killer Purr palette. So that's been revealed. I'm slightly disappointed with this one. I mean, I kind of knew the color story was going to be like greens and yellows and kind of that kind of African safari-esque color story. I'm kind of disappointed with the shimmers that they included. They're both... one's a dark goldy bronze, and the other one is like a mid-toned bronze. I'm not completely sold. I really like the watering hole color. It's like the bottom right green. That's really pretty. Overall, I do like the tone, the overall tones of this. Kind of like a, I don't know, like not a muddy, but like it's this gloss. This palette is not 100% for me, but I do appreciate it and I like it. I'm gonna literally talk about this for like 2 seconds because I couldn't care less. It's a pumpkin spice collaboration with Too Faced. It's like, a palette. It's a pumpkin spice palette, a lip gloss, and then a Better Than Sex mascara. I know, Milo. It's stupid. I'm sure someone out there would like this. Not for me. Not for me at all. Yeah. Not for me. Whatever. Next thing is hasn't been officially announced really, but it's Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collaboration. The only thing we've really seen is this like pig mirror and pig backpack. I'm curious about this just because I want to see what they make, you know? I honestly thought it was going to be more, when I heard that they were going to do a collaboration, I thought it was going to be more of, you know, that he's into, you know, theories and like the Illuminati, and I thought it was going to kind of be that vibe, but it looks like it's going to be more on the funny side, like, you know, the dead pig theme. So I'm curious. We'll see what they come up with. I'm intrigued. Next thing on the list is from... I did not mean to talk about these people back to back. I swear. It's a new Kat Von D palette. It's a For Vita, I think it's called. Yeah, For Vita. And it's supposed to be kind of like an addition to the Lolita like family, I guess. It's $49.50. It looks like there's some like, it says metallic finishes, but those look almost like pressed glitters. It's kind of looks like a new like layout for her. It's really interesting. There's like 3 pans that are a little bigger. Yeah, I don't know. It's available October 11th online in stores. Sephora. It's very neutral for her. It's kind of interesting. I feel like Kat Von D's always kind of played with color, and this one looks to be pretty, you know, neutral. Not really interested in it, but it's there. This brand I want to touch on a little bit. I don't think this is a new brand, but I was so confused when I first saw this. So it's called Le Rock. Not Low Rock. Like, we all know, it's Le Rock. And I swore it was Le Rock, like, you know, L-O-R, Low Rock. But it's Le Rock. And it's these, like, I'm really into these palettes that are, like, you know, multifunctional. So it looks like most of their palettes are eyeshadow palettes with 2 large highlighters in the middle. And they do have some like blush and highlighter palettes as well. But I was so confused by this. I swore, I'm like, did Lorac like rebrand? Because I kind of like this like branding. But it was so confusing to me. Did you guys know that there was a Lorac versus a Lorac? I didn't know that. But I like those palettes. So cool. So cool. The next thing we're talking about, ooh, these are pretty. They're the new lip glosses by Lime Crime. Lime Crime is another one of those brands. They're pretty controversial, if you will. But there are 4 lip glosses. It's a green, a purple, like a pale pink, and a red. I really like that purple. It's freaking gorgeous. The green's really cool. I'm curious. I'd be curious to see if these are coming to Ulta. It says will be available October 1st at Lime Crime Makeup. It says Cherry Potion is going to be an Ulta exclusive. So that's kind of cool. But we'll see if these come to Ulta, because I would be curious to definitely try these out. Next up, it's from Lime Crime as well. It's their holiday collection. It looks like it's some 4-pan palettes, like a green, a reddish burgundy, and a blue, like a unicorn Christmas tree palette. Some lips and little lip ornaments. Hair products. They're going all out for their holiday this year. Liquid highlight. I'm not really interested in any of this. I like the idea of like a quad, but I'm not interested in really any of those colors. The lipsticks, I've never tried their formula. I like the idea of the little ornaments. I think they're really cute. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not digging it all the way. Okay. Next, we have a little sneak peek from Glamlight. It's a street taco palette. They've come out with so many. That's like their new thing, is food. I saw the pizza palette in person, it's the burger palette. I saw the burger palette in person at Riley Rose. The thing is massive. This looks like it's going to be a little smaller. I'm personally just not really into the whole like food makeup thing. I mean, I think it's an interesting idea. It's not something that I gravitate towards personally. The color stories of some of the palettes have been nice. We don't know this one yet, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be the one. Next thing is from Miss Nikita Dragon Beauty. It is a new face palette, $45. It's going to be available October 7th. You know, I do like the outer packaging. I think it's supposed to be 3D. I think that's pretty cool. The colors on the inside, I mean, you know, I feel like every brand has the right to kind of have staple products, you know, like a neutral palette or a blush palette, a face palette. I kind of feel like that's what this is for her brand. The T-Girl shade, it's kind of like an orangey, looks like blush, maybe topper. That's really pretty. The other shades, you know, they're kind of just normal shades. I'm not hating on them at all because I feel like I said, I feel like a brand should be able to have, you know, their basic products in their line. I'm going to take a drink of my cold brew and my lipstick's going to be like, see ya. Love that. But yeah, you know, I won't pick this up, but I definitely don't hate it. What is this? Oh, it's my cold brew. Like, what's in the frame? A couple more things we're going to talk about. We have the Arcana palette from the newly named Strobe Cosmetics. So I was really intrigued by this. They were slowly revealing the colors over time, like over a week, I think. 2 shades a day. And I really liked the color story that they had. So pretty. Now that I see it in a palette, I'm like not as into it. It's weird. The colors on their Instagram stories swatched out. I'll kind of like put a couple up. It just like it looked different. It kind of looked more vibrant. And when I see it in the palette, it just doesn't look as vibrant. It's weird. I don't know. I like the idea of this company. Maybe who knows? It's their jewel toned, grungy. So I definitely know Angelica. She loves the grungy jewel tones. I feel like she'll probably dig this. It's not 100% for me. I thought I'd like it more than I do, but I don't know. I don't hate. Like I said, I don't hate it. Nothing that I really talked about this week I really hate, except for that pumpkin spice. That's not even go there. So I think I have one more thing to talk about. So it says it's a trend mood spotlight. So I'm not 100% sure if this is a new brand or just a brand they're featuring, but it's like a galaxy shade palette, Saturn, Sun, and Earth palettes. I love these. Like, I love the big one. I know, like, it could, like Chris, my boyfriend, said, it looks a little Hot Topic-y. And it kind of reminds me of the BH Cosmetics, like, palette. But this one, it looks like it has so much more thought in the presses and I really love it. I'm so into astronomy to begin with. And I really think this palette's gorgeous. The other 9-pan palettes I'm not as into, to be honest. They look alright. But that big palette, it's calling my name. $26. Ditto Cosmetics. Never heard of Ditto Cosmetics. But who knows? Maybe they're a cool brand. I may try them someday. We'll see. So I think that's it for this week. Wow. I thought I would take longer. The Get Ready With Me I just shot, I felt like... Ooh, let's get back over. I felt like it took me at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to film that. And I wasn't expecting that. But this one is pretty quick. It's quick and fun. So thanks again for hanging out with me today for the new Procure and Detour episode number 2. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea that you spend time hanging out with Chris and I, and we really do appreciate it. We're still a very small channel, and we just appreciate it, It doesn't matter the numbers or anything like that. We're really enjoying, you know, just talking about makeup and connecting with people that want to connect, and that's what it's really about. You know, it's not about, definitely not about numbers or anything like that. We're just having like fun talking about makeup. So thank you so much again. We have new videos every Monday, 10 a.m. usually. We're trying to do more videos throughout the week, but Monday is an always guaranteed day. So thanks again for hanging out with us. Subscribe, comment if you want to. No pressure. Thank you so much. Bye.